Cheers.
I feel like we haven't been here in a while. Happy May.
I know. We've been on the road.
I know. We haven't been on the road again.
Been on the road. So, no.
Yeah. I may have wore this shirt recently on the podcast, which really wouldn't have been recently. But I feel like I just looked at it and thought, I think I may have wore this shirt.
Really?
So if you saw it, again, I'm sorry.
I don't think that many people watch us on TV, but I did learn that your dad does.
My dad does.
He came up to me. We have to talk about the wedding. But he did come up to me at the wedding. He's like, I know you from TV. I see you on TV all the time. And I'm like, I have to tell this nice man that not on TV. He's got the wrong person. And I'm like, he's like, oh, you're just such good friends with Tammy. And I'm like, my brain is going like, who is this? Who does he think I am?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm trying to.
Which actress does he think I am?
Think like, who does he think I am? And so then I'm like, what famous people know Tammy that would be on TV? And then I'm like, oh, it's a podcast.
They put you on YouTube, big TV.
I was so cracking
They're
up. Oh
loyal
my gosh.
followers. Thanks to
yes,
Mom and Dad
you.
for
Yes.
loyal followers of the podcast. So it has been fun, though. This has happened now a couple times with the wedding and the shower, where all my people of my world who feel like they know you because they're watching the podcast every week get to meet you. And there's been a little bit of like, a little bit of fame, a little bit of like, I'm all nervous to talk to her.
Walking in fame, you know. Yeah, that's me. But it has been funny because I have had people say to me something that I said, and then I'm like, not sure where this is going because I don't remember what I said. You know, it's just Tammy and I having a cup of coffee.
Right. It really is.
And so, I mean, that does go to prove that it's just Tammy and I having a cup of coffee. Rodney watched the last week's, and he's like, you know, Allie said this thing and you said this thing and then Tammy said this thing and you guys are so good together. You should do it all together sometimes. And what did we say?
What did we say?
So,
if ever anything good comes, that is not.
On the way here, I was listening to the
I haven't
three of
listened
us.
to that one yet. I haven't listened
We did a lot of talking over each other. But I think that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we were having such a good time and it was joy.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not?
How could you not?
Right? I mean, there's a lot of theme. There were a lot of, like, I thought really good points about Joy, and she did a beautiful job.
Did we tag her? Because she's got a whole lot more followers than us.
No, we need to do that.
We need to tag her. We need to tell
I don't even know how to
tag her.
It's on my
because
list.
She's got a ton of followers.
I have a blue sticky.
Is that a Tammy list?
This is a blue sticky Tammy list.
Tammy came up from the wedding, and we can start doing life again.
Now we can talk about things that are important.
I don't know if I realized how preoccupied I was with the wedding. Like, I say it a lot, oh, the wedding, but I still felt like I was doing life.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the wedding came and the wedding left, and I woke up and was like, oh my gosh, I've not done life.
So much time.
I was more engrossed in the wedding than I even realized.
Well, it occupies your brain. I mean, you were saying, Bailey's got it. There's nothing to do. Bake some cookies, but there's nothing else to do. Like, but it does occupy your brain.
It occupies your brain. Well, and then I think all the moving parts because it was away. So, I mean, we had people flying in and driving in and condos and hotels. And like, I was the coordinator of all of that. Like, which person's flying into Destin? This one's flying into Pensacola. This one's getting picked up at this time. This one's renting a car. This one's at this hotel. And so just coordinating all that and then coordinating the leaving, like getting people out. You know, I just don't think I realized how much it was occupying my mind until I came home and was like, I have all kinds of capacity.
You had like also a few other things going on. You moved.
Yeah, we moved, which we're still
2
not
weeks before the wedding.
Okay, this is the life session on legacy.
On legacy.
So you'll have to, I was thinking this, on our life sessions, we just catch up because we haven't seen each other. So we're skipping all over because we're talking about life. So you just got to hang with us as we skip.
This is coffee with the two of us. Yeah.
The moving. So I took all your stuff.
Right.
So my half house, it's a half of a house. I don't have a table. I don't have a dresser.
Like, I don't know if everybody knows the story, but yes, I had an apartment in North Carolina that one of our kids lived in, Andrew lived in, and it's been in storage. And we've been trying to figure out what to do with it. And I thought Andrew's going to take it. Andrew's not taking it. And so I'm trying to give it to anybody and everybody that would take something. And we had this
rented our house. And the lady that rented our house wanted it fully furnished. And so I'm like, great. But I was moving into an apartment for the campaign with nothing. I mean, nothing. Like, not a spoon. I had to leave everything.
Right.
So we just drove to the U-Haul and we drove the U-Haul to the storage unit and took
everything, all of it, whatever that might be.
So whatever, and it was all wrapped. So we didn't know what we were getting. It was like Christmas. We were moving in and I'm like, I wonder what this is. And we would open it. And we were loving the silverware. Loving the silverware.
Oh, good.
Best silverware.
Did you find plates up?
No, I bought plates though. I ended up buying a set because we couldn't find plates, which is fine.
I'm going to find those in there.
Someday. But I bought really nice plates.
We're closing the storage unit. So I am so happy
to be done with the storage unit.
My God.
It saved the day for us.
I'm so happy.
But cracking up because in one of the boxes was like the junk drawer box.
Yes.
It had tape and scissors and pens and paper clips and sticky, all the stuff.
Yeah.
So we're kind of literally going through each one and I'm putting them in. And there were light bulbs, lots and lots of light bulbs. I mean, a box of light bulbs. And I was like, this is great because you had lamps. And so I was like, okay, none of the lamps had the light bulbs in it. So when the movers moved, they took the light bulbs out.
Yeah.
So there was a box of light bulbs. So we moved in during the day.
Yeah.
So we screwed the light bulbs into 3 lamps.
Oh, no.
There were 3 lamps.
We
didn't turn them on.
Yeah.
That night, we clicked them to turn them on, and they're strobe lights.
Yes.
They're blinking.
Yes.
And I mean, I have 3 lamps going at different things, and I was like, what is happening?
They stop, though.
No.
Yeah, they do. If you leave them on, they stop. They connect to an app on your phone, those stupid lamps. Like the boys talked me into these because they could change them to Jaguar colors or they could change them to purple or whatever. So when you first turn them on, they go,
I mean, it was like
a
stop.
Disc. Okay. Like, it's like you have to let them stop after like a minute. And then the next time, they don't usually do that.
We were dying.
Yeah.
Sean's like, what was going on in this boy's house?
Yeah. No,
they were like strobe lights and we were dying.
They thought it was really cool because they could code them on their phone. When they were watching the Jags game, they turned everything teal. And they thought that was so cool.
I took them out. I thought they were strobe and went and bought regular light bulbs. Because I was like, they were
nice
strobe lights.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they were heavy duty bulbs, but I was like, why are they blinking?
No, it's because they connect to an app.
It's so funny.
Yes,
we were cracking up. We sat down the first night we moved in and I turned the lights on, all 3. We had 3 of them. And they were like, wing, wing, wing.
And they didn't stop or you just turned them off?
I don't know what we knew. We maybe just turned them off because I was like, what's happening?
Because they do strobe for probably a whole minute.
That's
and it gives you a headache.
I mean, they were strobing.
Yeah.
Around the house.
That's what
we were dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of lights?
So funny.
So we ended up getting light bulbs. But
did you find any cords, like weird, funky IKEA
yes,
cords?
You did ask me that, and I was sweating on the brain. I put them in a bin.
Is there white one?
There's weird ones. Like it's like a stand and a cord, and it has like a box. They're weird ones.
They're weird. They're IKEA.
I didn't know what they came
IKEA.
to. Okay,
yeah,
so yes,
because I took some of those lamps.
Okay, I have them.
Okay, good. Oh, so I'm glad we covered that.
Yeah, so we are moved in kind of semi. I mean, we don't have a table. We don't have anything on the walls. We don't have curtains. Like, it's not a home yet.
That's okay.
We just shoved stuff in because we had the wedding. So we're sleeping, on a Christmas quilt. Because I had to leave my bed quilts.
Yes.
So we took our sheets, but I had to leave the quilts for all the bed.
Was there some bedding?
So there were sheets, but no quilts or comforters or,
Yeah.
So again, because I have a little bit of an obsession with Christmas, I have Christmas comforters for all of our beds. So at Christmas time,
you switch
all the beds switch out to these funky Christmas ones. So I didn't leave her the Christmas one. So we all have Christmas comforters on our bed right now.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Which is fine.
Christmas in July.
I'll get there at some point. It's not, I'm sleeping and that's all that matters right now. So I'm like, we'll get there.
That's okay.
So we are adjusting to
Were there glasses?
Nope, no glasses.
Huh.
No mugs, no glasses.
Stuff? It's got to be in that buffet thing.
That buffet was so heavy.
It's not.
So that must be where they're at. I bought a beautiful set of dishes, which I actually love. So that was good.
Okay.
Silverware was in there.
Okay.
We have a ton of mugs, so it wasn't a big deal. And I have glasses, so.
Okay. Well, anyway, if anybody wants, and I find the dishes and the glasses, we'll have a little sale. We'll have a giveaway.
Yeah. But so moved in, that was good. Biggest thing is the wedding. It happened. So we had the wedding.
I know. I've been trying so hard not to talk to you until today because it was incredible.
Thanks.
I mean, it was so incredible. We drove away and Rodney was just like, that's what heaven's going to be like. Like, it was breathtaking in terms of the setting and the white table. We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
We'll put some pictures in the show notes because we're so good at that. But, I mean, it was breathtaking, the whole
venue.
Just
I mean, the location, the lake,
and the location,
trees.
and this big walk out. You come from this gravel parking lot into this like wide open expanse, and there's a lake and this beautiful tree and all these different places, like venue kind of places. It was breathtaking, but like that wasn't just the breathtaking part. It was the music. It was how the two of them were. Like Jesus was like hovering, right? I mean, it was like you were so moved by the Holy Spirit in every single thing, whether it was the cookies and the coffee or the little book. I don't know. It was what they said. You were just like, I don't know. I was so, I don't know. It was just so moving. It was.
That's what we all walked away with and just said, and that was what, when we prayed over Bailey, I said, God had to be looking down and beaming because these two just so honored the Lord throughout the day. And, our word this month that we're talking about is legacy. Mm-hmm. And I think what we kept talking about this whole weekend is the fact that very rarely do two young people get married that have generational faith as strong as these two did. Mm-hmm. Like, my parents have loved the Lord and raised me and Sean to love the Lord. So then Sean and I have raised our kids. I mean, so it's generational, spiritual, faith fathers, like father, like it's been instrumental in generations on my side. And then it was, for Bailey. And then it was the same on Camden's side. Yeah. So like Camden's grandparents were there, Papa, who, I mean, has just devoted his life to loving Jesus and was married to the same woman. And his parents have been married for 30 some years and met at church camp. And the aunt's a missionary and they adopt, like generational faith. Mm-hmm. And usually you might find one side, or it might be one generation that has loved Jesus. Right. But this was two families that generationally have served the Lord. And to watch that develop in Bailey and Camden in that moment was that's the legacy. Like talking about legacy.
Gosh. It's like, I mean, that's an eternal legacy that you guys have given her. And to your point, it's not often that you have, like, that was a vision of eternity. Mm-hmm. It's very often that you have, in my world, like growing up, like two people getting married that went to Catholic schools together or, whatever. I mean, but theirs is so different in the sense that you guys have both sides of the family. Most families had taught their kids, like, it is your first calling. Mm-hmm. And they just did such a beautiful job laying it out.
I mean, and it was Bailey's vision. Like, I have to give credit to Bailey because I mean, not that Camden wasn't part of it, but like Camden kind of showed up and was like, obviously his faith, but the day itself, I mean, from the books on the chair that were for his bride, like she, had a vision for that. And the cookie tables with the scripture.
Yes.
And like you said, every little piece of that
detail
just emanated Jesus. And then to me, to see that many young kids.
Oh, I know. Well, and our table was by all the cousins and stuff. And they were like Jesus and chugging beers.
Yes.
Like it was awesome.
I mean, to see that many young kids loving Jesus and having that much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Dancing and partying and laughing.
Did you see the girls doing the backflips with their long dresses on the dance floor?
On the dance floor.
I was like,
I know.
I mean, it was just, I keep saying the same thing, but like I just thought, heaven is going to be rejoicing like this.
Yeah.
Like when we show up, this is
celebrating.
Yeah. This is like such a celebration. And I know that, how heaven was celebrating now. Like it was fantastic. It was
everything we could have dreamt of and more.
Oh, yeah.
And then as a mom, to know that this is something Bailey's been dreaming about forever.
Yes, right.
And watch it come to life.
It did.
Was so fun. They went for the sunrise in the morning. Her and Camden met at the beach for sunrise together. And Bailey has been writing in a journal. So Bailey's a writer.
Yes.
Which I'm not, but she is. So she writes everything.
Yeah.
So she has been keeping a journal for years about what she's looking for in a man and what she's praying for in a husband.
Oh my God.
She read that to him on the beach the morning of. Just, this is what I've been praying for and you are fulfilling that.
Oh my God.
And so from the sunrise in the morning to their
to the sunset.
Oh my gosh, his face at the altar.
Talk about pressure.
I was like,
so
it was
cute.
So sweet. The whole thing. It was just amazing. Yeah. So it was an absolutely amazing weekend.
Yeah. It will be, we will remember that forever because it was.
And how about Sean's dance?
Oh my gosh. Sean's, the father-daughter dance. And Rodney was jaw dropped at Sean breaking out. And he's like, what's that dancing called? Like rap dancing? And I'm like, I don't know that it's called rap dancing, but it was oh my gosh.
We kept that under wraps since Christmas. They've been practicing this and Camden didn't even know. So he only didn't. Bailey, Sean, me, Creed, and Cannon, and Adrian. Because she had to tie the dress up. So there were 6 of us in the end. 215 people at the wedding. 6 of us knew what was coming. We had the hat we had to hide. Like, we just snuck it all.
So good.
And so when that music went on, he was so... I think that's why he didn't get emotional during the wedding, because he was so nervous about the dance. He couldn't get emotional during the wedding because he was nervous about the dance.
When I saw him afterwards, Sean was like, it's over. Yeah. He's like, I'll process all this tomorrow. The dance is over.
He's trying to get through the dance. It was so cute. Good, but it was so fun.
Cute. So they broke out into this routine.
Yeah.
Which she was clearly very comfortable with as a cheerleader.
Yes.
Right. And Sean was like, he was on it.
He practiced.
He was on it. I was very impressed. Yeah. Like, I think maybe she gets her dancing ability from him.
He used to be he was a break dancer. He competed break dancing back in the day, like the worm.
That's what it's called. Is break dancing.
Like, he used to do all that. So
can you dance?
No.
Do you have rhythm?
I have rhythm, but I'm not.
Yeah, because he clearly has rhythm.
He did well.
Yeah, the whole arm thing.
Oh yeah, he was right on. Little MC Hammer. So it was really fun.
I did not know that about Sean. The things we learn on
things we learn.
Mm-hmm. If we didn't do this, we wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know that Sean has a little bit of a break
dancing.
I gotta
go home and tell Rodney that.
Yeah,
he's going to be so impressed.
He competed in our mall back in the day.
No way.
Break dancing. Mm-hmm. It's a side to Sean.
Look at that.
I know. It was so fun. It was so fun.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Everything we kept. But it has been hard. We talk about truth, I didn't prepare myself for the after wedding.
Yeah. The come down.
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah, it is a real thing.
And it was,
as a mom, it's
way harder than I expected.
Yeah.
So much planning, so much preparation, so much exhaustion.
Yeah.
And then the moment it hit me, they were running out to get to the car.
Oh
with just married and the cans and everybody had their pom-poms. So Bailey's a cheerleader.
You're gonna make me cry.
So as, people leave now, they do sparklers or bubbles or whatever. Bailey chose to do pom-poms because she's a cheerleader. So everybody grabbed pom-poms and we're shaking the pom-poms as they're running to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure I stationed myself as the last person as she got in the car. And I just wanted to catch her eyes. I just needed to see her eyes. Because I hadn't seen her all days. She's leaving. Yeah. And I was there to catch her eyes. And I didn't catch her eyes.
Yeah.
She was looking at everything else. And there was this, as she should. It was her day. It was not about me at all. But it was the first time that I realized I'm not her person anymore.
Right.
I've been her person for 24 years.
Yeah.
And in that moment, as it should, Camden's her person.
Right.
And she didn't even catch my eye.
Yeah.
And she got in the car and she drove away and everybody was celebrating and I bolted because I was like, I'm going to bring everybody down. I was like, oh my gosh. And it's as it should be.
Yeah, no.
But there was this reality of
when Katerina, they had sparklers and they all raced through the thing and Rodney and I are standing there across from each other, and she's going to run underneath us and we have our sparklers. And it was like we were just anybody else. Yeah. It was, like you said, it's supposed to be.
It is supposed to be.
It's I don't know, you want to be I changed your diaper.
I know. Can you give me an eye?
Yes, give me something.
Just give me a wink.
But it's so, yes, it's the way it's supposed to be. And we did that.
Of course.
We should apologize to our parents.
I said the same thing. I owe my mom and dad an apology because I just dismissed that. And that had to rock their world.
Right. It is a letting go and things are different.
Right.
Right. And that, this is what we're supposed to do.
Right.
So that that's the case and how it happens. But I don't think anybody can, there's so much excitement leading up to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that anybody can explain to you, that's part of my soul that just walked away. Right. And But that's the legacy of it, isn't it? Is that, I mean, that you've created such an amazing legacy. And if those two represent you and Sean into the next generation, like what a phenomenal legacy.
It's the legacy we want to leave.
It is a
everything about
legacy.
It was exactly what we've prayed for and wanted all of our life. But when she stepped into that car and pulled away, nobody else, just me. And then that was where I kept saying, somebody asked me how I felt, and I said lonely.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, but everybody else was celebrating. And then I was just like,
well, it's part of your heart that has to let go. And, you know, we have to go, oh, Jesus is going to fill that hole. Right? And it takes a minute.
Wondering if our relationship was going to change now. Because although I know Camden and love Camden and he's amazing, I thought, I talk to Bailey 3-4 times a day all the time. Right. And that might change. And he might come in and say, listen, your mother's not part of this relationship. It's you, as he should.
Right.
But I may not have the same relationship moving forward with her. And it was like she slammed the door of that car and I just was like,
oh, wait a second.
So it was very hard.
I think it does change. But like my experience has been, those are hard moments, but then it's so much better.
Yeah.
Because what you end up getting is another kid,
a son,
right? I mean, you get another kid that you're like, oh my gosh. And it's so amazing to watch another person make your kid better.
Yeah.
Right? You think you did a good job with Bailey, but like as a couple, they're going to be exponentially more than you could have done. And it's so beautiful. I mean, it is so beautiful to watch, but I don't think anybody,
no one prepped me
it's sort of
for
like
that.
the menopause thing.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about it.
No one prepped me for that.
Nobody talks to you, you're going to pee in your pants. You know what I mean?
Nobody tells you.
Nobody tells you that you're going to laugh or sneeze and that's going to happen.
That's it.
Right? We are telling you.
Yeah, we're telling you now. And I'm telling you, and I'm telling young brides, when you are leaving the venue, find your mama's eyes and just give her a wink. Yeah. That's all I needed was a wink. And you don't have to. And she not saved it, but they left for their honeymoon. And Sean's like, you are not texting her on the honeymoon. And I was like, I am not. But I mean, I'm used to talking to her 3-4 times a day.
Tell me what's happening.
Right. I mean, I get a picture or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to text her. She's on her honeymoon.
Right.
I'm not. So we went almost 24 hours and I hadn't heard from her. And we didn't know where she was going because Camden kept it a secret. So to not know where she was, I'm like, I don't know. But I was like, I'm good. And she sent me a text. It started with just a text.
Yeah.
We're here. We're going there. And a video. They went to play bingo at some dive bar because they weren't leaving till the next day.
Right.
So they were there in the town.
Yes.
And they went to some dive bar and were playing bingo. And she sent me a picture of her and him playing bingo with this little old lady next to him.
That's so cute.
It was all I needed.
Yes.
To just say, oh, she's still Bailey.
Well, I think
she's still Bailey. We're good. It's
so
all good.
Easy to in your head, right? You go into like worst case scenario, like what is going to happen,
and you're exhausted,
and you're so.
I mean,
tired.
You're exhausted.
You're
to boot.
So tired. Yeah, for sure. You are so tired. Yeah.
So I spiraled for a day.
Legacy. It's a beautiful legacy. I mean, it really. It's like so incredible.
Well, and speaking of legacy, I think it hit me more than I expected. The next day, she changed her name in her contact and on her Instagram.
Yeah.
Like that quick. Again, as she should. Everything I'm saying is on me. This is totally me.
Yeah.
But like when it popped up on Instagram and it was now Bailey Kuhn, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And I was like, oh, that, again, knew it was coming. It's as it should be. But there was a moment where I was like, oh. And
that's so funny. I mean, it's so cute.
I think it's compiled. We did a legacy session at LifeWork. So the last session at LifeWork is legacy. And it's all about leaving a legacy. I mean, what we're talking about. And this year, Aaron Skinner and Chet Skinner did a case study. And the Skinner family here in Jacksonville, I mean, talk about legacy.
Yes.
You know, I mean, Chet was there talking and he's, Chester Arthur Skinner the fourth. I mean, so this is generational Skinners who have had kingdom impact in our city. So this case study was so good. But he paused and he talked about the value of the name Skinner and it being passed down. And as the fourth, Chester Arthur Skinner the fourth, how powerful that was for him to step into that. Right. And he's telling that story and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, that's a man thing because we as women give up that name.
Yes.
So we grow up a name that we are proud of and it's our family name. And then we just relinquish that.
Did you keep your maiden name as your middle name? Yeah, me too.
I did. And so did Bailey.
Yeah, me too.
So Bailey kept McClafferty. Yeah. So she's now Bailey McClafferty Coon, which is sweet. She didn't have to, but it was sweet. That's what I kept mine. I'm Tammy for McClafferty. But we as women, so when he was talking about that, like legacy of a name, I thought, I don't have that because we give up our name and we take his name and we become part of that family. So the legacy is going to be through the Coon family. And there was a moment with Bailey that I had to process, like her legacy is not going to be McClafferty. It's going to be Coon. And that hurt a bit.
It's just a label.
I mean, it is. I know, but it was
what? I mean, the one thing, like, because like there's going to be other things that are going to be a legacy too that have to do with names. Like my dad was Robert. I named Alex Robert. He's Robert Alexander, just to clarify that. And then he named his son Robert Henry, right? So like that's a legacy of names too that's different, but it's
but
just...
she'll most likely hold that legacy with his family's names.
No, my brother's son's first name is my mom's maiden name.
Okay, maybe.
I don't think your kid should be McClafferty, but I mean...
Like we have Sean Christopher McClafferty, then we named Creed Sean Creed McClafferty. So like Sean stayed there, we just changed the middle names.
But that's what...
So like, maybe she would do a Sean, but I don't know, she might do his.
You could have a baby named Fort.
Yeah.
Coon. That's a pretty cool name. Yeah, actually.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But it was the reality.
Don't take that too hard.
Of just, but it's the way God designed it. I mean, if you even look, we're going through the Old Testament in chronological Bible, and
what
these
the heck?
women
in Chronicles.
I don't know where I'm at. Good. I know. I'm still in David.
Any more genealogy?
Oh, I'm not there yet. I'm in the good stuff.
I've had like 4 days.
Oh no, I'm in the good stuff. David
now we got to just repeat the genealogy of Saul, and I'm like,
oh no, I'm all past
don't
Saul.
Read that. You should just skip all that.
I'm
skip
past all that. I'm in David now, and his son Absalom.
First Chronicles takes you back to all this genealogy so that they can then, after Babylon, divide
so maybe you're ahead
people
of me.
Back up into their proper tribes.
Right now I'm in the fun stuff.
Yeah,
Joab just killed Absalom, and David's mad, and he caught himself on the tree with the hair, and
that's
like I'm in the fun stories.
You're not to the first.
I'm in the good stuff right now.
Yeah, no, Chronicles. You read all these pages of. You should skip it because now that you have this genealogy thing going on in your life,
now that I've got name changes,
right? Maybe just. I just think skip it. We should do like our genealogy.
I've never done that.
I haven't either. I was thinking about that this morning, but then I'm like, I don't want to read the one in the Bible. I don't think anyone's going to want to read ours. I literally almost put it in our group text. And then I was like, no, you see, this is the kind of stuff that I think might be a good idea for a second. And then you're like, I'm like, I don't want to read. I don't read it.
I don't want to read theirs. I don't want to care. I don't care if you had Absalom.
Tell me that it's from the line of David and I will be fine.
That's true.
So,
but in these, I'm seeing the value of the name.
Yes.
And it is a man's name that is carried on. And as a woman, there is definitely, I've just really been having to process part of that submission that God's called us to is also that name, letting that go. And I, again, owe my parents an apology as they're watching on TV. That I don't think I took it as seriously then as it is to me now. I let go of, I kept it as a middle name, but like I just ran into the McClafferty name, like, yay, McClafferty's, and not thinking how that had to.
Did you ever think about keeping your name?
No. I kept it as a middle name. I knew I wanted that, but I never thought about it.
You never thought you'd stay.
Because I think I recognize that that's the way God designed it. He designed it for us to leave and cleave to the man is going to lead us, and it is his heritage and his name. And that is all really good until it was Bailey. And then I was like,
oh, that's a bad idea. When I got married, that was a thing. Like a lot of people, like 30 years ago, that's what people were doing, is keeping their names. And I was like, I love DeAlexandras.
Yes.
But I didn't really think about it.
I think it's the way God designed it.
Rodney, you could be a DeAlexandras.
Yeah, what's with you?
But it's funny. We had a client that's what happened. He was the guy was an only child and his parents were both deceased. And he was the only one with the last name. And so he took the wife's name. Yeah. And he loved his father-in-law and all that kind of stuff. And so
there is something about a name. It does hold some
For sure. Well, think about it when people just get your first name wrong.
Right.
Like my first name gets spelled wrong all the time. And it's just like
it's a little bit of a like.
It's I-N. Just want to go, it's K-R-I-S-T.
I-N.
It's not important. Like,
no,
but
it is. It's part of your identity.
But I'm sure you get T-A-M-M-Y.
Oh, I get it spelled wrong all the time.
Right. Doesn't it sort of get under your skin a little bit? Not irritating,
much, no.
but you just...
It's more when it's people that know me well enough to know.
Still spell it wrong.
You know me well enough to know you should spell it correctly. But
anyway, it is true. I'm going to tell you one thing, that we went to a wedding. We're in wedding season.
Yeah, it is wedding season.
We went to a wedding, not Bailey's wedding, but the weekend before. And they did the nicest thing to honor the mom. And so they did all the dances. We had the wedding cake and they split the dessert. And then when you thought they were going to throw the bouquet kind of situation, they both stood up and they gave a speech to her mom and honored her mom. And she gave her bouquet to her mom. And I thought that was
very nice.
It was a beautiful thing.
That is.
I thought. And the other thing that they did, which I thought was like incredible, is we sat down at the table and there's a stack of envelopes tied in this beautiful white bow, and they wrote a note. Either one of them or the two of them wrote a note to every individual at the wedding, telling them how they impacted them. So like mine was just from her. Rodney's was from both of them. Somebody across the table
just from him.
And it was how you've been impactful in my life. I've saved him. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with this thing.
Yeah.
But this is so...
so
those were two things that I thought were really nice wedding things. But I guess we could talk about our wedding season. Yeah. My wedding season ended.
It is wedding season.
My wedding season ended to give everybody
a backup.
Yeah, we talked about Andrew getting married and Andrew eloped. And
a little bit of a different wedding experience.
It was a very different wedding experience. We weren't there and we didn't know about it for a while. That's not true. I knew about it way too quickly, but he didn't tell us about it for a while. So that was a little bit of a sad wedding experience when it's, your youngest. But anyway.
But it happened, and it happened, and he's married.
He's married, and so we are off and running, and check that box. And so, I think
the Lord really wanted you to use the word launch,
right?
And you were like, "No, I'm not using it." Now he's like, "I told you should have used it.
I totally should have gone with launch."
Launch.
And you know why I didn't use launch? Why didn't I use launch? Because you know what you told me? Ungodly discernment wisdom. You said, everything that is launching is happening with or without you.
That's so wise. Now it just happened without you.
It just happened without me.
Some with and some without.
Yes. So anyway, so that is the closing of our wedding chapter too. So now we're on to summer, and
they're going to have a party.
I don't know the answer to that.
I thought that was coming. Nope, maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
Well, and we had friends that did something similar. She ended up getting married, just the two of them, and then had like a party down the road.
Yeah.
So it kind of seems to be a little bit of a trending thing.
Yeah, I think it can be. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But we have married kids now.
I know.
That's
so
crazy.
Now I'm like launching myself.
You literally are launching. That's your last one. I still have two at home.
No, I have one. Cameron's not married.
Oh, Cameron's not married, right?
But that's okay. And Cameron, we talked to all the kids this weekend in our drive back and forth to the wedding, to
our wedding,
Fair Hope destination wedding for Tammy. And he has an East Coast job, one in Boca and one in New Haven.
Where's New Haven?
In Connecticut.
Ooh.
But I mean, East Coast.
Yeah.
So like there's
to fly across the country to see him.
Yeah. So there's a pretty decent
huge
chance that he might be at our end, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
He's been so far away. And Katerina, our Paris child.
Yeah. Over
the
pond.
Bought a house.
Here?
In Utah. Yeah. Yeah. That's here as far as we're concerned.
That's a lot closer.
It's Utah, but it's here. Yeah. So that's exciting.
And are they going to be moving, or is that a second home?
No, their second home is going to be the Paris house.
So they're moving to Utah.
Yeah. yeah, so it's super exciting. So,
I didn't know either of those.
Good news. I know that was lots of good news.
That's great.
So that was fun to get all caught up with everybody. Yeah.
And we've spent a lot of time talking about Bailey. So then I had to spend some time with the boys saying, okay, I know we put a lot of time on Bailey recently. So then it was the name thing and legacy that I was like, all right, boys, here's the deal.
We got to jump back in. Yeah.
Bailey is now a coon, as she should be. And that is going to be her legacy. And those grandbabies are going to have coon on the back of their jerseys. Like, it is not McClafferty. It is Bailey Coon.
Yeah.
So Southern Bailey Coon. Bailey Coon. And I said, so you're the only two McClaffertys left. I was like, you two better get it together. Because, you know,
we will have
there will be McClafferty's, gosh darn it. So you two better get it together.
Not too soon. Not too soon. Don't give them too much.
But the reality is we started talking about that name. Like, it was just such a big deal in our house in the last couple of weeks between the legacy session and then Bailey, and realizing that there aren't other McClafferty boys.
Right.
It's like, they're it.
But I'm going to tell you, like, the name is important. I know. We're all written in the names in the
Lamb's Book of Life.
Thank you. The Lamb's Book of Life. But, your legacy that you have given your kids from an eternal perspective is something you should be so proud of. And that is...
That's helpful.
That is like... you have to just look at that and go, like, Lord, like, we're all coming at you. And, what an incredible... incredible opportunity that you're going to see your grandkids in heaven because you know that how they're going to be brought up, right? It is eternal.
You're right.
And that's is the legacy that is, I think, like, do you really care about anything else except
you don't care what name it is,
But we tend to focus on all that stuff. But
you're right. It's a good point.
But
that's a good way to look at it.
That wedding and your families and the merging of those two families that they're bringing together has such internal impact. It's not even funny. Mm-hmm. So it was fun. But I did talk to Creed, and I'm like, so graduation. He's like, yeah, I think you might be the only one that knows.
I felt so bad. I was like, Creed, I know you're graduating, and that's a really big deal, and we will get there.
Just graduating from college.
Like, big deal, and we just, I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, what's new? It's always getting swallowed up with Bailey. Like, that's just the girl in the family.
I laughed. I said, well, I'm excited about your graduation. And he was like, you might be the other one.
Well, and that's another, as you're talking about it, and we're talking about legacy, I think when Sean and I reflected the day after, and we were just processing the wedding and all the stuff, that we moved away from family.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones. Like, all of our family stayed there on both sides. So when we moved to Florida 19 years ago, we came here with no one.
Yeah.
And we have been able to create community and relationships.
Yes.
That's a legacy too. Like, I sat around that wedding and I thought, you and Rodney and Jen and Greg and Beth and Carrie and Mark and Mary Lou, and like the people that took time off work, drove across the state, spent money, baked cookies, showed, for Sean and I.
Right.
Not that you don't know Bailey, but like you did it for Sean and I.
Legacy.
And that's a legacy.
It is. There's so many things and that's what I think why I keep saying, like, it was breathtaking, because there are those moments that you're just, and Lord just spoke to me this morning with that. It was like, look at what I've done with your family, and look at what you have. And it's just such an amazing, we have a community.
We do.
We have I don't care what you call it, a tribe, but like, how many people, like, do we have, or do we know, that have like friendships like ours, where we could just, like, we don't do anything together socially or whatever, and then you jump into each other's lives and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm part of this. Like that is such an honor.
It really is.
And that's a legacy that every single person in your family represented there. Mm-hmm. So last name or not.
The legacy that you left on my mom and dad.
Oh, yeah.
As they're watching. That was so funny. And Rodney, they were like, oh, that's the husband of her. Like, they got to meet the husband.
I know. Rodney was laughing. He's like, well, everybody seems to know something about me.
Sorry, I'm interrupting, which I do often.
No, it's fine.
Speaking of Rodney, we're doing marriage coming up. We should make Rodney and Sean be our legend in the marriage session.
Maybe we have two legends.
Because they've never met Rodney and Sean.
Right.
Really?
That's true.
Like, that's what's funny is everybody's like, that's Rodney?
One? I know.
So I think we do Rodney and Sean
together?
For the marriage legend. Yes.
Maybe I interview Sean and
you
interview Rodney.
Oh, that would be really fun. Like, they don't know Rodney and Sean. Like, we know them.
Right.
But I was cracking up that people kept coming up to me. Jen, or it wasn't Jen, Sandy, my friend, who obviously we've had her as a legend.
Yes.
She went, in a million years, I wouldn't have thought Rodney was Rodney.
Yeah.
Like, that is not what I pictured. And I was like, well, what did you picture? She's like, I don't know, but wasn't it. And I was like, that's so funny that we talk about Rodney and Sean and Bailey and Gannon and Andrew and Alex, and our audience doesn't know them. So since we're doing marriage, we should interview them.
Good idea.
That'd be really fun.
We have to,
Rodney and Sean.
I'll add that to my Tammy list. My Tammy sticky.
The blue list.
That's over here. So, well, anyway, it was. You just were legacy in action.
Oh, thank you.
So
it was
so beautiful.
It was
so beautiful.
But now back to reality.
It doesn't
take long.
Get to the blue
list. And I was like, while I was gone,
we have work to be done.
While I was gone, somebody else jumped into the campaign running against me. So we've got another candidate, and she is a Democrat and very, And so, well, here we go. So we are back at that.
You need
back
a
to
good
work.
PR person. I think Rodney could do that for you.
Yeah,
actually.
So we
may have to move to the apartment next door and need our stuff back so he can
get
PR
there.
For you.
So we've got to crack down. We've got a race. And we've had some issues
good.
While I was gone. My phone was blowing up. There were some things going on. The commissioner with the Department of Education called out our superintendent because St. Johns County schools, it's number one in the state.
Yes.
So there's a lot of eyeballs on this county. And so the Department of Ed commissioner, literally wrote a letter and put it out on Twitter against our superintendent. So my phone was blowing up. So that just created all this.
Yeah, there's just more tension.
Mm-hmm. And so we've got more people jumping into the race, which is just going to make it. So we're back at it. I mean, I took a little bit of the.
I'm glad you took a couple days. I highly recommend.
Yes.
I always thought, I hope she's not coming back. Mm-hmm. Where is she? And so I'm glad that you did.
We took 2 days. We stayed. Everybody left, and we stayed. Just he and I.
Yeah.
2 days. And neither of us, we kind of promised we're not opening up our computers.
Right.
I didn't look at pictures. I didn't answer texts. People were so sweet leaving us audio messages and text messages. And I was like, we're just not.
Yeah. We just need a little time.
Yeah, it was very good. Much needed. So,
well, anyway.
How about us? Two married.
I don't know.
What are we? Well, we were mother of the bride. Now I'm just
mother of the
I'm a mother-in-law.
Yes, we're mother-in-laws.
Oh, I never thought. Of course, I'm a mother-in-law.
Yeah, but they didn't marry each other because then we could have been co-grandparents.
How fun would that have been?
I don't have any girls left for your boys, so
I need some girls.
But yes,
anyway. Mother-in-law. Now we're both mother-in-laws.
Yeah, MILs.
Yeah.
So,
all right, Camden.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to mother-in-law world. Not that he's listening.
I know. He should.
Not that he would ever.
If he was a good son-in-law,
he would. He'd listen to this.
You know what the nice thing is? So before, there was a period of time where Alex was the only one that was married. And so my kids used to have this thing about, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite. And so for Mother's Day, I got them all T-shirts that said, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite. Right? And then I got Taryn one, and she's like, they said, favorite daughter, favorite son, favorite daughter-in-law. And she's like, mine happens to be the only one that's true.
That's right. I am the only favorite daughter-in-law.
Camden is going to always be
the only son-in-law.
No, but he's always going to be the only son-in-law. So that's pretty good standing.
You will always be my favorite son-in-law.
Yeah, you can say that. That's what I was going to say. He could have a favorite son-in-law T-shirt.
I'm going to get him one. He would wear it with pride.
He would. I'm sure that with your face on it.
With my face.
He can have a Misfits shirt. Favorite son-in-law.
So fun.
Yeah.
So that is life. That's where we've been.
We're wrapping it up. Yeah. So we will do
lesson on legacy.
I want you to do for lesson is what you did for the shower.
Okay.
That's how this legacy thing goes down. Right? I mean, it's about that. So anyway, we won't.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
So intense. Cliffhanger. So intense.
So
I still have it.
Cheers. We're out.